I want you to get your story out there, but I don't want to be in it. Well, that's not my problem. You shouldn't have involved yourself in my life if you didn't want to be involved in this goddamn story covering human trafficking. I'd gone 2 days without a real cigarette, and then I was stupid and went and got a pack. But, that's what happens when you relapse. I haven't been chain smoking like I was, so that's a good sign. If I could stop this burp belch regurgitation thing, it would be wonderful. Of course, they claimed it was only heartburn. With their antipsychotic, we need to tranquilize him so he doesn't know what's going on. Date rape scene. I ended up trying to kill myself because of the judicial officers and judges involved with raping me as a child continuing to harass me and threaten my life. Including Sam and Ravana Bavard and their goddamn ties to the fucking rape barn. And Aaron Flack's aunt and uncle and their ties to Comprehend. Let me tell you about how crazy A-Flack can be. But with D-Hull coming around threatening, people don't think to say or do anything. So huge thank you to Mr. Boggs and his goddamn rapey fucking department. In Phil Day's goddamn rapey fucking district. And that evangelical anti-faggotry message they preach. With the Tollers and the Crawfords and their goddamn hands in human trafficking. I cannot believe I've already used that whole container of German honey. I'll just reuse the container it came in. It's a nice glass jar. And I got some organic raw honey from Ohio as well. That German honey was marked down at the specialty grocery store, so I thought I'd try it, and it's actually really good. It's one of the first honeys I've ever tasted in my life. But I thought, wow, now I know how people can eat honey on biscuits. Pastry biscuits. Or bakery biscuits, not pastry biscuit cookies. So that's what honey's supposed to taste like. Not this watered down, filtered, unraw, non-pure honey from the United States. This stuff was raw, unfiltered honey. from Germany, it didn't have the crystalline stuff in it as much as the raw honey from the United States does. Maybe it was filtered raw honey, I don't know, but it is delicious. And that's not bragging about German honey, that's just, wow. So that's what honey tastes like. Huh. They say that raw, unfiltered honey from the area you're in is supposed to help with allergies, but I have never been in an area with all-natural honey long enough to notice it. I'm pretty sure that this Ohio honey is raw. I think it said it was filtered. Made by honeybees from the nectar of flowers, flavors and colors, USA grade, premium honey. It's got an Amish sticker on it. Packaged in Holmes County, product of the United States of America. Pure honey can granulate over time. Oh, wow. It tastes pretty good, too. Ugh. You know what? I have never understood this life, and I never will. So huge thank you to the Catholics in Phil Day's goddamn rapey district and their sick shit. Matt Lewis and Officer Pollitt and Deputy Gill. Officer Pollitt's in enough trouble for shooting at that goddamn Fleming County deputy. But you all just keep going ahead and calling me a liar about being a rape survivor and survivor of domestic violence. Go right ahead. We'll just keep adding up names for the goddamn human trafficking case. So let me tell you about how Aflac and Chelsea tried to convince me I had been in this car accident where I was the driver and one of them went through the windshield. Because guess what? Bankruptcy, gambling, and drugs. I do the best I can with the injuries they left me sustained with. I think I do pretty good other than Matt Lewis and those law enforcement officers coming around raping me, slicing into my wiener because they felt like faggots didn't deserve to have a heart on. Let me tell you about Kenton Pumpelly's tongue cutters on his upper left thigh. And their goddamn hand in date rape and making sure it's not reported via Anthem and their goddamn pervert network of physicians. Mr. Pumpelly, Mr. Pumpelly, and Mr. Pumpelly and their penises. Let me start describing them next. Then I could feel something popping in my chair. That's how goddamn sick Donna and Charlotte Winds's fucking rapey psychology programming was. The tampons at bad little boys' butts and their sick fucking shit. Screw you. So let's talk about how they would leave me alone so the medical procedures would end up working out in their favor as well. Well, my apologies that the dementia they created with their fucking traumatic brain injury ended up creating mood and behavioral changes that they cry about little girls over. I'm the one who has to live with them. They're the idiots who get to say that never happened, sign off on it, and walk away. Thank you. No offense. My pervert family putting their mouths on my penis and my sister pimping me out to her own fucking cousins for more drugs than alcohol. Thanks a lot. Now do you understand why the sick pieces of shit kept smothering me in their conversion reparative therapy? Fucking perverts from hell. Oh, but because that's legal, it's totally appropriate. How fucking sick can they be? Them sodomizing me as an infant? Who wants to see the goddamn pictures of that? You'd have to ask the Kellys where they are. And that's what Mrs. Wood meant when I'd always turned out to be a rat. With their goddamn drug and child porn producing peddling pieces of shit. Or shall I pull up the little tape audio recording of Deborah Wood stating that? Screw fucking you. Stand up and place your hands. Screw fucking you. They're called flashbacks, and thanks to Susie Hall and her goddamn hand in drug sales with Wes in the goddamn fucking school district. Let's talk about Aaron Thompson fucking Chris Neal and students just to shut us up. Wham! Oh, I thought you said you didn't need it. Screw you. So let's talk about Christy Boggs distributing child porn in Canada, and then the sick asses up there asking for live shows. Associate Chief Justice Lawrence O'Neill, Nova Scotia, and his uncut son. So now do you understand what I meant by Jack and Janet West putting on one hell of a party? And as I said, I will be taking state, federal, and international immunity. Associate Chief Justice Lawrence O'Neill, Nova Scotia, Canada. I know his son's uncut. Now there's another goddamn clue, Sherlocks. Or shall we talk about Dr. Goldman's son and his open heart surgery scar and shaved nuts? Or Dustin and Ashley? Who in the goddamn hell do you people want to fucking talk about to fucking establish timeline and the validity of this goddamn story? Thank you. So let's talk about the shit Kim Razor was trying to cover with her rapey goddamn family. Connor played baseball for a while, didn't he? I know he played soccer. Oh well. So again, shall we discuss Kim Razor and her goddamn rapey fucking family? And the baseball team and their goddamn rape cabins and badges. And lies coming out of your mouth. Cheating, miss. I can definitely feel the stroke. Hallelujah. For the first time in my life, I can actually feel the right-sided paralysis. Thank you to Kim Razor for fucking up medical treatment at every goddamn turn after Sheriff Boggs' wife's company was well on their way to fucking it up off-label. Thank fucking you. So let's talk about Christy D. Klebeck, Boggs, Distributing. And the Canadians up there asking for live shows after Mr. Wood and the other local government officials had offered to buy me animals to screw to further their child porn productions. All the while the Kentucky State Police calling me a liar because they didn't feel like putting up with the statement. Kim Razor says you're crazy and the doctors at Eastern State say so too. Well, how goddamn convenient the doctors who raped me are able to fucking testify against that. Or testify for it. Thank you. So let me tell you more about the Catholic Church and them putting guns to my fucking side and saying you will steal these things. Oh, really? Threat to life, threat to life, threat to life. Try to report it, only to have the goddamn cop threaten to kill me himself. Oh well. So thank fucking you. It's around supper time. I'm not hungry. It's tea time for me. Especially when it feels like my face is mashed in and I can't breathe. Like I said, they're rapey shit. So let me tell you about their sick shit and sloth and all this other nonsense. Let me tell you about Margie Mitchell Bowie and their goddamn drug sales in Brown County and her goddamn threat to put me in a straight fucking jacket. And Deputy Timmy Mitchell and the rest of his goddamn family. And now where's Margie? Mason family drug. Shall I go back into the Mason family and their goddamn offer of animals for child porn productions? Where did Christy go after Kroger? Mason family drug. Shall I go back into the Mason goddamn family and their fucking hand in the child porn productions of when I was a goddamn child? I've had it up to here with the medical gaslighting and Patrick Boggs threatening to kill me. All because of his goddamn activities along with his wife's goddamn activities. Forced medical treatment because I can't accept reality. I accepted reality a long time ago, and now I'm talking about it. It's not my fault they're involved and get upset. Oh, well. So now shall I talk about Rachel Weisz and Darren Hall and their goddamn lace drug sales? Deputy Devin and Aaron Flack threatening to kill me for exposing the date rape situation. How goddamn convenient. Oh, and Kenton Pumpelly and his goddamn baseball bat.